What's up, guys? Jared Welch, RacingDudes.com, back for number 2 on our list. We're 2 days away from Saratoga. That's right, 2 more days, 2 more sleeps until Saratoga 2023 kicks off. And if you watched yesterday's video, if you haven't, make sure you go watch that. I'm doing my top 3 performances of the 2022 season to kind of get us amped up for this coming season. And today is number 2. This one really could have been number 1. I was on back and forth on what to put here. But I ultimately went with the Forego from last year at Saratoga. Of course, this is a grade 1 big time race. It's crazy to think, like, CODY'S Wish, who won this race, was 8-1 that day. And you know, obviously Jackie's Warrior 1-5. Huge 1-9, I guess technically, was a huge favorite, and obviously this was the beginning of the end for Jackie's Warrior. You know, I think this was the last race that, he didn't win since this race. He ran after that, and the Breeders' Cup didn't run well. So this was kind of the changing of the guard, so to speak, to CODY'S Wish. CODY'S Wish had rattled off a couple wins going into this race, but man, was this race the race for him. And really, they turned for home. It kind of looked like, even though Jackie maybe wasn't his top, tier that he used to be, it looked like he was going to rattle off another win here. Pulling away from Pipeline. CODY'S Wish didn't break all that well. Was in the last a lot of this race, and then they turned for home. And here comes the big horse, the big strides coming down the lane. And this was just the coming out party. He showed what kind of horse he was. Jackie's Warrior again 1-9, CODY'S Wish 8-1, and you watch the replay, and here he comes. And you just knew not only is Jackie in trouble, but man, CODY'S Wish might be a super good horse, and just went flying by him. I was in person. I was there to watch this race, the Forego, the whole day. Travers Day was a hell of a day of racing, and it was just amazing to see. A horse, obviously with the story of CODY'S Wish, and that was like the beginning of the story, really. Because he started, from there he went on to win the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile to cap off the year, beat Cyberknife, which we'll talk about in a second. He rattled off 2 more wins this year, including the Wow performance in the Met Mile, and he's reported to be pointing to the Grade 1 Whitney. That's right, stretching out to 1.8 on August 5th at Saratoga. So again, another horse that we're going to see back at the Spa this year, and a little similar to, I don't want to compare anyone to Flightline really, but the idea of, hey, let's try to stretch him out, let's see what he can do going longer. Obviously, the Breeders' Cup Classic being the ultimate goal for CODY'S Wish this year, but we'll see how he goes in the Whitney. But it's awesome to see him coming back, and the Forego last year again. Just an unbelievable race from him, and he's done nothing but get better since the Forego last year. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for the Whitney, and I think, seeing him and seeing what he can do at 1.8, if he has that same kick, he's easily the top horse already. Top older horse, top horse. He's got the Horse of the Year honors right now locked up. We'll see what happens the second half of the year, but CODY'S Wish, the Forego, that's my number 2, 2 days away from Saratoga. Stay tuned tomorrow for number 1. Did you like what you saw here? Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting that button below. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you get alerted when we get new videos or we go live. We do tons of content here on our YouTube channel. Go to RacingDudes.com for all the picks and information you need for the Saratoga season here coming up in 2 days. Until next time, see you guys.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. Summer's here, our picks are heating up. We want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel right now. Click the notification bell. You don't want to miss a single one of our awesome videos. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.